What is happening, everyone? This is Jim from RC After Dark. I have a little unboxing for y'all today. This is a RedCat Gen 8 International Scout 2 in blue. Pretty good looking truck here, and we're going to take a look at the box and see what all she has to offer. A little bit of glare on top. Sorry about that, guys. Bright sunny day. Brushed electric, 1/10 scale, ready to run, scale crawler, battery and charger not included. Waterproof electronics, ready to run. 2.4 gigahertz radio system, brush motor, 4-wheel drive. Alright, so let's take a peek at the side of the box on this one. Alrighty, moving on to the one side of the box here. We have our steering servo, hex fly, metal servo horn, full metal gears, 15 kilograms, waterproof. We have a brush 17 turn high torque 550 motor. Crawler ESC by Hobbywing, 3 selectable drag brake modes, fully waterproof, LiPo ready. Taking a peek at our bumpers, 9mm thick mounting posts, winch ready front bumper, receiver hitch with cover, realistic shackles, LED ready. So we've got a couple of slots for some LED backup lights on the back bumper. Nice little hitch cover there. There's our toe shackles. It looks like we can squeeze 4 LEDs into the front bumper there. Looking at our truck. Beadlock wheel nut covers, inner and outer metal beadlocks, highly detailed wheel nut cover. Checking out our receiver box, enclosed receiver box, channel wire extensions, low center of gravity battery tray, stylish and durable rock sliders. And we're moving on to our tires. Licensed Interco Super Swamper, exact scale replica of the popular IROC Super Swamper tire. The IROC Super Swamper tires use the patented 3-stage lug design. So there's a little peek at our tires. We have our specifications here. Motor type 550 brush 17 turn. Transmission single speed with slipper clutch. Drive system is 4-wheel drive, front mounted motor, centrally mounted transfer case. Gear ratio 38:4:1. Our length is 571 millimeters, width 249 millimeters, height is 258 millimeters. Wheelbase is 324 millimeters stock, but it is adjustable from 312 to 336 millimeters. Ground clearance is 73 millimeters. Suspension 4-link rear, 3-link front with panhard bar. We have 95 millimeter adjustable coilover aluminum body shocks, 1.9 inch wheels with beadlocks, portal axles, 6 millimeter solid rear axle shafts with CVA front axle. Chassis type 1.5 millimeter thick C-channel frame rails, waterproof 40 amp brush crawler ESC with adjustable brake mode, LiPo ready, 2.4 gigahertz radio system. Throttle, steering, trim, and steering dual rate. Battery not included. Let's move on to the next side of the box, shall we? Alright, looking at another portion of the box here. We're looking at our axles, portal axles, metal gear covers. So we have metal differential covers on the axles. Mod 1 steel gears already included. CNC aluminum spool on the differential. 54.5 millimeters of ground clearance, apparently. Try to focus in on that. My autofocus doesn't want to seem to grab it there. Not a bad looking set of axles there. Alright, just gave the box a little spin there to check out the back edge of it here. See what all we're looking at. We have 32 rubber sealed bearings throughout. Now that's not too bad. Rubber seal bearings. Oh, it would have been nice if the TRX4 Bronco came with those. Transmission, lockable slipper clutch, Mod 1 internal gears, 32 pitch spur and pinion gears. We have a 61-degree approach angle. Once again, 73.4 millimeters of ground clearance. Adjustable wheelbase from 312 millimeters to 336 millimeters. Our divorce transfer case, centrally mounted transfer case, Mod 1 gears. Steering, look at that, guys, 47 degrees of steering radius. That's not too shabby. I believe the Broncos have 45 degrees. So 5 degree caster angle, 40 to 47 degree total steering angle, proper Ackerman steering angle. Okay. And looking at the body here, features rigid body mounting system, hook and loop body mounting system, replaces unsightly body clips while providing a clean and realistic exterior. Body inner structure features multiple body supports for durable and rigid body structure. Hook and loop, guys, they mean Velcro. There is Velcro on all the corners. That is hook and loop. LED ready, so the truck is LED ready. Already has slots in the headlights, tail lights, and the bumpers as we discussed earlier. Now let's get to taking this thing out of the box and see what she looks like. And there we go, guys. We got the old International Scout 2 out of the box. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this one's already been out of the box. This is my niece's truck. It was a late Christmas present for her. Her mom and dad got her this truck, and she was super excited about it, and she cannot wait to take it out and do some wheeling with it. So we're trying to get this video done as quick as possible here.
Well, vroom vroom, huh? New vroom vroom, just for you. Easy on the box, it's good to say.
That's some nice bubble wrap they got in there.
Well, I'll say.
Like that, and then carefully.
Whoa! Look, oh, it's tape. Those are the
Does
wheels.
it? Yeah, it's control wheel on there.
That.
Here's the manual.
Some parts that goes
Wow,
with it,
that's a lot of
and
bubble wrap.
everything
That's
else
neat.
in the book, and that's cool.
Good thinking. Wow.
Why don't you leave that part for Uncle James?
No,
No, go ahead.
Take it off, so
You
we
can
kind of got.
Go for
But I'm
it.
not taking
Go
it
ahead,
off.
honey. Take it
Oh.
off.
Take it off.
We don't really need this.
Nope.
The mystery radio.
There's a little peek at our vehicle. Sorry about the glare and light and shadows and all that good stuff, guys. Nice bright sunny day here, and trying to get this filming in. And turning around looking at the front of the truck. Once again, I'm sorry about any kind of glare here. We have our two LED holes here on the front bumper. And our headlights have a couple holes in here for LEDs. There's actually, excuse the camera flash, but there's a hole on top and a hole on bottom. So you can put two LEDs in each one of the headlight buckets, which is kind of nice. Give you a little bit extra light there. Looking at our shackles, they are chrome plated plastic toe shackles here. Get my focus to focus in. So we've got our chrome plated plastic toe shackles on the front. Looking at our drivetrain, we've got some aluminum pitman arm here, our steering arm, aluminum servo horn, aluminum drag link on the other side, another aluminum panhard bar on top, aluminum diff cover, plastic axles. You can see that one of those rubber sealed bearings right there on the inside on that portal. Nice looking grill on the truck there, little sticker insert that they've have placed on there. Looks pretty good, looks like a standard radiator. Now looking at the passenger side of the truck, one thing that we've noticed, guys, that the mirrors are adjustable. Little chrome reflectors on the back edge of the mirror. These are adjustable, they do open and close, which is a nice little feature in case you roll your vehicle over. At least the mirror will collapse versus breaking off. So not too shabby there. Little International Harvester emblem. Another little RedCat emblem right there on the inside of the fender flare, or on the outside of the fender flare. Interco Super Swamper IROC tires. Looking at the back side of the vehicle. Checking out the bumper. More plastic toe shackles on the back. A nice little RedCat, chrome RedCat hitch cover there. Our LED inserts. Check out the rear tail lights. You can see the 3 LED holes on each taillight enclosure there. RedCat license plate. International badge. We're also seeing RedCat embossed on the back bumper here. Since we're looking at the back of the truck, guys, we'll look at some of the goodies that came along with the truck. This came with some regular standard body pin or body post mounts, so you can use body pins on it. It also came with a spare tire carrier and a spare tire. So we have a full-size spare tire. They are plastic wheels, metal bead locks on the wheels, but plastic wheels. Not too bad on the tires, guys. Definitely seem to have a lot of bite on them. More stuff that came with the truck, guys. We have a bind plug that came along with it, and we have a manual as well. Not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little bit disappointed with the manual. Not very informative as to what's going in here. It's just a quick start guide for the most part. There's really no big blow-ups on the truck. I figured there'd be a nice, blow-up on it with everything coming apart and going back together, but it doesn't show any of that. It shows a rare earth magnet body post or body mounting system. It also shows some traditional posts and where they go if you were to use the regular posts and pins. It shows you your spare tire mounting location on the back of the truck, so you'd have to drill a hole in the back to mount the spare tire. And I don't know why you'd want to do that on the back of this truck. Why ruin a good paint job, and end up blocking off the license plate and everything else on the back. So I think the spare tire in the back is probably not going to go on there. But other than that, guys, the manual is not very technical. Not too much information in here. Some ESC information, servo information in a bunch of different languages. But nothing really showing any kind of blow-ups on the truck. So a little bit disappointed with the manual. Taking a look at the radio that came with the truck. Not a bad little radio. Runs on 4 AA batteries. Right there, we have 4 AA batteries installed on the radio. Relatively nice radio. A little hard to reach with your thumb there if you're trying to drive one-handed. Have a little cover here that flips up on the side or on the top. Easier said than done. And that gives us our steering reverse, our throttle reverse, little bind area, power, status, steering trim, throttle trim, and then your steering dual rate. And your on-off switch. So not a bad little radio there, guys. I think before long we'll probably be syncing this truck up or binding the truck up to my niece's Spectrum DX4C radio. That way she has it linked on the same radio as her twin hammers. But for the moment, this will be a good little radio to use during the winter months. And that is exactly what we'll do. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the body off of this thing and see what makes it tick. So we have the body off the truck, taking a quick peek at it here. We have our receiver box, little antenna sticking up, our battery tray, dual Velcro hold downs on that. Here's our body mounts currently, are these Velcro strips that they have on each corner on the fenders. And that's what holds the body down currently. And there's also some indentations for those rare earth magnets that you can place on here. Or just use the standard body posts, which would fit in these holes fore and aft here. We did notice that there is several suspension notches on here, so you can raise and lower these shocks into different positions, as well as the links going to the rear axle and to the front axle. You can raise and lower those and put them in different positions. So if you want to lift the truck up, you could simply unscrew the screws for the shocks, lower these down to a lower hole, flop the trailing arms up to a higher hole, and give it a little bit of a suspension lift. Looks like it's relatively easy to do. You can see all the array of, or the medley of holes that we have here for the shock adjustments. And then flipping the vehicle over upside down, we can see our another set of holes or adjustments here for the links, for the 4 links. Looks like you can move them in and out as well as up and down on the rear axle. So there's where you can raise and lower the link on the rear axle. Metal links or aluminum links with plastic end links on them, or eyelets. See our RedCat stamp on the transfer case cover there. the skid plate. Plastic drive shafts here, guys. Taking a look at the frame, you can see that it is a C-channel frame, and it does appear to be steel. So we have a nice steel C-channel frame there. And after squishing the shocks a few times, it does have oil-filled shocks as well. You can hear the oil moving around in them a little bit. So some oil-filled shocks on it, that's a nice good feature. Alrighty guys, just spun the truck around, taking a look at the front of it here, or from a different angle on the passenger side. You can see our front-mounted motor, our servo sitting up in front here too, is similar to the TRX4 Broncos. Our ESC mounted over here on the passenger side of the truck, looking at our battery tray with our dual straps on it. ESC did come equipped with a Dean's connector, which is nice. And not a bad looking truck all in all, everyone. A little better shot at our Hexfly ESC, which we all know is a hobby wing after reading the box. It does have some adjustments here on the back if you want to switch it from lipo to nickel metal, or if you wanted to adjust the brake on it from 100% to 50%, you can just move this little peg up to the next slot, and that'll change that out. Same with the for the battery. Little rubber capped on-off switch here. Looking at the steering servo on the front, it has a plastic cap on the back, plastic cap on the top, and a metal casing for the servo itself. And I just seen a few more adjustments here, guys, for the 4-link system on the back. We have a couple more adjustment positions here for this upper link. So once again, plenty of adjustments for the suspension for if you want to put a little bit of a lift on it, drop the shocks down to the lower holes. It has all the adjustments on there to make that happen, it looks like. And so there's a little peek here at the underside of the vehicle. And here's a look at the underside of the body, everyone. We have our rear upper sections of the fenders here, or inner fenders. Our Velcro body mounts on either side. Going on to the front, we have the more Velcro body mounts on either side. More plastic fenders. I believe those are attached to the body via the fender flares. So the fender flares are bolted onto the body, or screwed onto the body on either side, and that's what's holding that whole body mount system on there. Basically secured by the front wheel wells there. Checking out the back edge of the front headlights here. See our LED inserts on either side, along with the hold down bracket mounts there. Same with the rear. And it's darn near impossible to see on this plastic bag, but it did come with several of these LED hold downs right here in the parts bag. So it did come equipped with all the LED hold downs for all the lights, or all the empty sockets that we have on the body itself. Alrighty guys, we're going to go ahead and slap a battery in this thing here and take it for a little test run in the kitchen before we take it outside. This is a Duratrax Onyx 2S LiPo 5700 milliamp 35C withdrawal rating on this one. Plastidip to be waterproof. So we're going to go ahead and install this and see what she can do here. And we got a little obstacle course set up here, guys, in my kitchen. A couple little logs. This is my niece driving her new truck. Untested course here in the kitchen. Didn't seem to make it through that obstacle okay, and we'll have her turn around and come back the opposite direction here. Alrighty, and here we go, truck coming back at us. Having trouble getting some traction on that ramp there, or on that mat. Oh, and she's got it. And not too shabby, a little kitchen crawling there. Here's a little size comparison, guys, between all the trucks here. I have two Broncos and the Scout all lined up here. Keep in mind, both of the Broncos have body lifts on them. I raised up the stock body mounts as far as they would go, mainly with the front. Raised up the front as far as it would go, matched the rear to it. So both Broncos have a body lift on them, and the Scout is stock. So relatively close on those across the board as far as overall size. I did measure the roof rack and light bar on my truck, and overall width and length and how much room it takes up, and that would fit onto the Scout without a problem. The Scout's roof is about a 1/16 of an inch or a 1/4 of an inch longer than the Bronco, so, and basically the same width, so there's plenty of room there if you wanted to use a Traxxas Defender roof rack on top of your Scout. Plenty of room for that, along with a light bar. But overall size, guys, they are pretty close. The Scout might be a pinch longer, just due to the body more than anything else, and the wheelbase is a pinch longer too. It's probably a little bit closer to the regular TRX4 Defender than the Broncos. The Broncos, like I said, are just a little bit shorter wheelbase than the Scout. Alrighty guys, I took the body off the Scout so we can take a little better look at the wheelbase here. Front tire lined up with the Bronco. Like I said, the back tire, the wheelbase is just sticking a little bit behind the Bronco, so just a little bit longer wheelbase than what's on the TRX4 Broncos. But overall dimensions, it's roughly the same size. Well, alrighty everyone, that is going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed the unboxing video on the new RedCat Gen 8 Scout 2 and the basic size comparison between the Scout 2 and the Traxxas TRX4 Bronco. In the meantime, we are going to take these babies out in the snow and see how the Scout handles the snow. I got a little girl over here. My niece is very anxious to take her Scout out and play in the snow with it. So that's going to do it, guys. Much appreciated for everybody hanging in there. We'll see you all in the next video.